Myself, Sarah Sarvesh Kaur. I am from Burundivada, Navili Sakali, Goa. I am studying in 7th standard. My school name is Gurudas Pegas Memorial High School. My topic is India and Vision by Dr. Kalam. At the Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam gave one of his finest speeches where he articulated his visions for India. Here is a transcript of his inspiring speech. I have three visions for India. In 3000 years of our history, people from all over the world came and invaded us, capture our lands, conquer our minds from Alexander onward. The Greeks, the Turks, the Mughals, the Portuguese, the British, the French, the Dutch, all of them came and looted us, took over what was ours. Yet we have not done this to any other nation. We have not conquered anyone. We have not grabbed their land, their culture, their history and tried to enforce our way of life on them. Why? Because we respect the freedom of others. That is why my first vision is of freedom. I believe that India got its first vision in 1857 when we started the War of Independence. That is this, the freedom that we must protect, nurture and build on. If we are not free, no one will respect us. My second vision for India's development. For 50 years we have been a developing nation. It is time to see ourselves as a developed nation. We are among top 5 nations in the world in terms of GDP. We have 10% growth rate in most areas. Our poverty levels are falling. Our achievements are being globally recognized today. Yet we lack the self-confidence to see ourselves as a developed nation, self-reliant and self-assured. Isn't this incorrect? I have third vision. India must stand up to the world. Because I believe that unless India stands up to the world, no one will respect us. Only strength respects strength. We must be strong, not only as a military power, but also as an economic power. Both must go hand in hand. My good fortune was to have worked with great minds. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai of the Department of Space, Professor Satish Dhawan who succeeded him, and Dr. Brahm Prakash, father of nuclear material. I was lucky to have worked with all three of them, closely and considerably. This is the great opportunity of my life. Thank you.